Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. In the last episode, I think we were about to bring the trial to an end. Kokichi was trying to get Gonta's confession, however, Kokichi, he is such a thoroughly disgusting, awful, and cruel person. Kokichi is scum. Kokichi is actual scum. And he would take such cruel pleasure in getting Gonta's confession. And I think Shuichi is trying to put a stop to that. Shuichi takes no joy in this. If Gonta gives his confession to him, it will be met with respect and understanding. Whereas Kokichi, he's just going to be laughing his ass off about it. So, props to Shuichi here, if that is what he is trying to prevent. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is going to get him to confess.
It's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay?
See, the understanding and empathy that Shuichi is showing to Gonta. Kokichi simply wouldn't have done that.
When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
I've got to be honest, I don't think particularly highly of Shuichi. I think he's another doormat, like Makoto. The way he just kind of follows around Kaito is very pathetic, in my opinion. But right now, he's getting plus points. Right now, for the empathy he is showing Gonta, he is getting major plus points for this. Oh, my boy.
Okay.
I wish he had a shittier voice actor. Okay, and again, I assume it is Y. Yeah, Y is place, okay. Okay, what do we have? Okay, what colour cord did the culprit stick in the right port? Bottle of poison, the phone, toilet paper, okay. Okay, poison. What was put? That's the map. Yeah, and she went and pushed it she was just so transparent. So transparent. Okay, and this is, yeah. Who was investigating where? Okay, and this was the cell phone. Nope. And, yep. Okay, and what's that unlocked? Kaito logged out. Lattice used as sled. And map of the virtual world. Okay. That is... you. This is... where is it? Get the map. Okay, and now the sled will be back here. Through the signboard. And the hammer, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm on that one. This is really soothing, but like I just feel... I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Okay, and everything is unlocked. Okay, he was off. Yeah, okay, so this is for that one, yeah, so this is like, where was everyone? Okay. Okay, Right here. Oh, the initial mistake that made Gonta so easy to manipulate. Okay, let's see. Well, the dining hall was Smoothie. The kitchen was Shuichi. The roof was Kaito. And outside was Gonta. Okay. Where's the last one? Right here.
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison. And placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable. Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist. Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Like I said before, major respect to Shuichi there for being so gentle, for being so kind. Kokichi would never have been so compassionate.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand, 'cause Gonta not smart boy.
No! You are smart! And now I'm crying. And now I'm crying. He is smart. He is a smart boy. He is.
But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Oh, God. Deep breaths, Callista, deep breaths.
Gonta.
But why? Gonta kill Mew, forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta tried to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why Gonta do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him.
Then what did you do? Because you did something. You did something, said something. You manipulated him.
Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
Unfortunately, no.
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
Damn it. Excuse me, there we go.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Kaito 100% voted for Kokichi, 100%.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Yeah, I don't have any words.
Absolutely right!
Oh, now I have to do this. Bring back the voice actors. I don't want to talk. Okay. Wow, look at that! You voted correctly! Congratulations, you guys!
Let me hear your joyful voices!
Give yourselves a hand! Let me hear your joyful voices! Yep, that's how I feel.
Let me hear your joyful voices!
I said, let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Damn it, why?
Wah!
Jeez, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I know, I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name the kid? Good question. We should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
What? We're having sextuplets? I'm so happy I might go crazy.
And another thing.
Hey, Kokichi, you said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
Here.
You said you were gonna liven up the killing game in the class trial. And I said I'd put the motive, the secret of the outside world, into the killing game simulator. That was just a lie.
Oh.
Oh, so it was just a lie.
What was that?
He just laughed it off.
Hey,
Are you satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is it the motive you gave Gonta? I plan to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do I say it? You guys are just gonna assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, then let's have Gonta explain.
Huh?
Huh? Gonta?
Please stop!
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to?
All right.
Then we should all go back into the killing game simulator.
huh?
What?
Because?
Why don't we ask the Gonta in the virtual world?
But
But going back to the virtual world is... There's a much easier way than that pain-in-the-ass method.
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
Alter ego?
I don't even have the energy.
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space.
Wait, no, can we keep Alter Ego Gonta? I would like that. That would bring me joy, so that's probably why we're not going to get to keep him. He's probably also going to die in the execution. Because Monokuma's a bitch.
If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Huh? What this? What happening?
Oh.
Huh?
He looks so sad. He looks so sad. You know what? I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be mean because I enjoy a cliffhanger. In the next episode, what did Kokichi tell him? What did Kokichi tell him to get Gonta to do this? Find out then. So please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.